crowd running down the street, and it was like how can you?
Like, don't get me wrong, this isn't one of those things that I could relate to.
Yeah.
Because
Wes, can you move?
oh yeah, that wasn't but Kevin Hart I can relate to. You see what I'm saying?
All right, what's up? We're about to start.
Build the top 7, then take your car to your graveyard and put it in your
All right. All right, we
Turn the
got
game off. West. Sir Weston.
Adventure Quest.
3D.
We can go ahead and start.
I got to playing that Marvel Future Fight.
And now I feel like the unhip one because I'm playing the SquareSoft thing. Like, oh hey, Square released a Final Fantasy game that actually has like Mobius.
Oh, no, I played that for like a day, and I was just like, this is gonna take forever.
I'm over here still playing Pokemon Go.
You're not the only one, man. You're not the only one.
Yeah, nah, I gave you that one too.
Getting that Ickly buff and stuff.
When are you playing Pokemon Go? Random times. I'm playing random
You
times.
playing it right now.
But see, I can't play unless I'm in the car because my battery just goes.
I do catch it on sometimes, so because the last time I was on, I caught what was it? It was a Wally Pearl.
Poliwhirl.
And
Wally Pearl.
it was.
He got that Wally World.
It was interesting. I had a
I
good
caught
time.
Wally World.
I caught Wally. I didn't even get the Pikachu, the Christmas Pikachu.
Yeah, neither did I, but I sure as heck did get Tauros last time I logged in. Because I was on the toilet and he was right there.
Yeah,
on the house, and I was like, man, I've never
Taurus is watching you take
How about
a
I
shit.
get the island?
I don't know which more terrifying. Onyx watching me take a shit, or fucking Taurus watching me take a shit.
A Taurus.
Yeah, I think it's.
It's gotta be a Taurus, man. Taurus is the man cow.
But I'm just saying, like, you got like a giant rock snake looking at you in your tub. Like,
Why are you taking a shit in your tub?
Like, I'm on the toilet, it's in front of me. I'm not taking shit in the tub. Pokemon is in the tub. Because, the tub is usually across from the toilet.
Yeah, but see, it's like if an Onyx is in front of you. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna speak for the black dudes in the group here. If an Onyx is in front of you, while you sitting on the toilet, your pants are down, it gets immediately intimidated.
Yeah. I immediately get intimidated.
But a Tauros, there's a lot of fleshy areas, other places they can get to you.
Grab the bull by the horns.
Of course. With my anus.
That's so gross.
Deuce Bigelow is still funny. All right now.
Hey, don't take it too lightly when we talking about John.
Huh?
I said, don't take it too lightly about John. We were so serious.
You gotta understand, it's mind blowing to me how much time has passed for that to be true.
Right.
Like-
He mostly sits either right here or right there, or right here, and he just sits there. So
Yeah, he's gonna pick one spot that he's gonna keep for like the whole day. He's not gonna move.
Yep, that's his tournament. That's his tournament seat.
that's him.
Then you gotta go to him.
I'm gonna be right here. I got your number. Your move though.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Backroom Crew podcast. This is DB, your host, and with me today we have Andre, Wesley,
Hello, everybody.
Scott,
Yo.
and a special guest, Byron from
Better Future.
Better Future.
Yep.
All right. So we
Styles the Professor on that Instagram, y'all. I just discovered Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Just discovered Instagram.
Oh come on. don't
And
tease
now
me
you've
about
just
Instagram.
aged yourself.
I did.
Yeah.
I don't know what Instagram is.
It's okay because I still know what Snapchat is. And all
What is Snapchat?
Instagram is where big booty girls go to like introduce.
big booty girls.
Pull my
Where's my phone?
Big booty girls go to Instagram, and then once they want to get more freakier, they go to Snapchat.
Where's my phone?
So
If they were ever to create a tome of perversion, DB's quotes would just be in there, just all of it. It's like Instagram, just a quote by DB. Then maybe an actual definition.
I'm gonna tell y'all the movie y'all gotta see if y'all haven't seen it yet. It's called Pop Star Never Stop Popping. or Never Stop Stopping. Whatever, that thing with Andy Samberg. I just watched the whole thing last night. It is hilarious.
I didn't watch it all the way through. I got like to the wolf part. And
Did you see the song about Bin Laden?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Terrible.
I was done.
It's hilarious.
Everybody was in it though. Mariah Carey beat that one guy up. Nas, the RZA.
Oh my God.
Oh, this was a goof movie. This was just a deliberate goof movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like a mockumentary.
Yeah.
But you gotta see it because it's actually funny.
Yeah.
Nas is actually still a thing.
Huh?
Nas is still a thing.
Bro, Nas just came like with everything. Nas has a show on Netflix called The Get Down, and it's fantastic.
That is his show.
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that was.
Oh, is that the one with the what is it like? It's like set in like the late 70s, early 80s. Okay,
Yep, that's the one. Man, that show was good. And they've only done the first 6 episodes. And
I've just been listening to the soundtrack.
That's all you gotta do. But the show is good. Like I can sit back and watch that show with my family.
Nice.
Unlike Empire.
Unlike Empire or Power.
Yeah, you can't watch Power.
You can't watch Power.
No.
Like I made a mistake one time. I took my mom to see Trainwreck. That was such a bad mistake. Like the first, like the scene, the movie opens up with like Amy and John Cena like doing it. And I'm just sitting there like, boy.
This decision sure was a train wreck.
This was a terrible decision. Like mind you, like the last movie me and my mom went to go see was like before that. I think was might have been what was that movie that? Oh shoot, what was the thing? Star Wars.
Yeah.
I took my mom to see Star Wars, and then like so I didn't, the next time a movie came up to see it was Trainwreck. Or maybe it was the other way around. I don't know. Somehow I ended up seeing Trainwreck with my mom and Ghostbusters most recent. But it's like I feel like I finally redeemed myself with Ghostbusters because there was nothing terrible about that movie.
Yeah.
That's kind of strong to say too nowadays. That's kind of strong to say nowadays. Like there's nothing wrong with a movie.
Yeah, well, like as far as like for to take a parent to.
Yeah, take your mom to see. Like you could have gone to see Trainwreck with your dad and been like, oh, whatever.
I guess the sentiment still holds true, or at least for what I said, the statement. It's just like it's really difficult to find a movie that you can actually take, the whole. It brings everybody together.
Yeah.
Star Wars, yes and no, because I still talk to people who feels like Star Wars just isn't. It's just not something that they can deal with.
Like last movie I took me and my dad went to go see was Skyfall.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That's a real good movie.
All right, so I'll take that back. James Bond. You can take anybody to go see James Bond.
Yeah.
Well,
because he may be pervy, but I mean, at least it's classic.
I would say I could take my dad to see James Bond, but not my mom.
Oh, me and my mom will go to James Bond all the time.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't like the sex scenes and stuff in James Bond. It's classy.
It's tasteful.
It's tasteful.
It's tasteful.
He has swooned the girl. It's not just some.
And there you go. You just went off and pissed off. What is it? Not Twitter. What's that one? Tumblr. That's it.
Tumblr.
Yeah.
What's a Tumblr?
Now what's the what's the difference between Tumblr and Reddit? That's what I want to know. Because I heard Reddit married Serena Williams.
What's a Reddit?
It's basically a forum like 4chan, but
Reddit. I'm telling you, man, look it up. Reddit married Serena Williams.
Oh dear Lord.
a bit less trashy. It's like a forum like 4chan, but less trashy.
Oh well, that's a really low bar to set. I mean, less trashy than 4chan.
Yeah, it's kind of.
That's like going to the middle of a dumpster and going, you know what, that chair is really nice. No, but what I'm trying to say is like it's an online forum. It's got a bunch of little subsections depending on interest, and you can create subsections to focus on a specific item.
Oh, see, you know what? I know something that fits that description of having all those categories and things, and it's still less trashy than 4chan. It's called Spank Bang. It's a website.
Oh man. You missed me.
I'm just saying, like,
Nah.
I mean,
It's like B4, you just sunk my battleship. I'm just blowing out the water now.
it is just wax on, wax off.
So what's everybody gotten into this week?
That's an interesting question.
Anime, games.
I've actually been doing the Let's Plays. If anybody that's listening now has been watching that, I've been doing Salt and Sanctuary a little bit for the past 2 days on YouTube. I did not finish Bloodborne yet, but I am finishing Bloodborne. We're actually really close on Bloodborne because we're at the last stage of the moon, which is the Nightmare Moon. God, that Nightmare Moon.
So the moon's gonna come down and like destroy the earth.
No, I haven't gotten there yet because I'm still blind through it.
That
but
sounds like a game we all played back in the day. It's called Majora's Mask.
I was about to say the same. I was thinking it, but I didn't want to be.
okay.
I didn't want to steal his thunder like that. You know.
All right, hold on, Wesley. Did you manage to inscribe the runes on the inside of your mind yet? Because remember, you
yes,
need eyes
I
on
have
the
done
inside.
That. I have done that. But the thing is that it's just now.
He is looking
Like I've just now become crazy. Like I started playing it, and Wes was all like, "Yo, just run from the werewolves. Just run straight from the werewolves." And boom,
Oh, don't get me
right
wrong.
to the boss that like gave him the problem.
This is the
I was
game
like, "Oh, you
where
son of a bitch."
this is a game where, in order to level yourself up, you have to become crazy and talk to a dog.
Bro, I still play WWE 2K. Like, that's the last game I played. Where's all this stuff? Like,
Okay. The best description for Bloodborne is like it's like a Castlevania game in 3D with good combat.
You ever play Dark Souls?
those types of things don't exist. I remember 3D
Have you
Castlevania
not
games.
ever played a Souls game?
Huh?
Yo, you should come over to Wesley's place. I can
Wait, a Souls game?
Souls.
Dark Souls.
Like the whole
Souls.
No,
series.
see, y'all gotta remember, I don't have new things.
Okay, you're gonna have to come over.
I don't have new things, so it's like, you know.
Except children.
There you go. I get new children. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Every time a new system comes out, I get a new kid. I was like, I don't know. It's like the Nintendo Switch is about to come out. Oh, I got a daughter. Yes.
Nice.
What am I supposed to do with my life?
No, but it's actually super solid. There's a lot of customization. You can determine how you look. How you can change how the game actually plays by determining what kind of weapon you use. Because the way you play the game changes based on the weapon you're using.
Like
I'm
like Wes
flabbergasted here. Like
Wes plays with a whip.
I'm gonna have to.
No, he plays with to be completely and straightforward. He plays with a cane that when he flicks it a certain way, it like turns into a whip. It's a transforming weapon. All the weapons have 2 modes.
And
So, like-
I play with a giant axe.
And then it goes from a giant one-handed axe to a giant pole arm. And the game
So I
changes
play
based
like
on
white
that.
folk. He play like a pimp.
He walked around with a top hat, like a fuzzy top hat, for a little bit too.
I still got it on. I'll put it back.
all right.
Not even lying. He plays like a pimp. I play like the barbarian Viking that I am.
I got like a sword that's like a cleaver, almost like
You
a...
haven't even been playing it.
I played the first part of it.
That just came
I
out
see
like
what y'all do. Y'all just bust each other out.
I played the first part of it.
But yeah, DB went with the I'm a crazy doctor weapon, where it's like a serrated saw blade on one side, and then it's like a straight razor on the other. So he like
But it's
flicks
like
it.
6 feet long.
So he like flicks it, and then he like cuts people's heads off, or he holds it close and he like shreds them.
Oh,
Which I've noticed.
DB chose a monster weapon.
Which I've noticed with that, when it's close up, you seem to have more mobility.
Yeah,
It
it's
gets
faster.
quicker, yeah. Yeah, because I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about the saw blade, right? The saw, yeah.
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't even tell people what games was out. I was like, oh, I heard of there's a game called Super Mario Run. That's terrible. Like, that's...
What is it? I've been getting into a lot of Let It Die, and I've been digging that. Just ran into the Jackals the first time, and I like freaked out when I saw them because the game is completely straightforward. It's set up like the intro set up like an 8-bit thing. It's just you're in, and you're just going, and then about when you get hit to like floor 10, it just cuts to like a cutscene, like one of the few cutscenes in the game, right? And these people in these nice pinstripe suits with good headgear on, like nice hats and stuff, just pinstripe suits, just walk out into the floor like simultaneously. The music pauses and starts playing like this really classy stuff. And then a bunch of dudes like rush them, and then you just see them pull out some like next level shit and just cut people in half, and it's just like, what are those? And then the game goes, yeah, so from now on they're going to be hunting you. Have fun. And I'm just like,
Why though?
Why?
oh, they murder players in the tower and gather the bodies for research.
Really fun stuff. Really fun stuff.
So yeah, so I've been slightly worried moving forward because like I'm still like I was pretty proud because I managed to find myself a decent certain pants, and then here these people come out with pinstripe suits and plasma rifles. Like, oh, I have like this nail gun, and I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. And this guy's like just, and then some guy just, and I'm like,
I remember once upon a time there used to be movie tie-in games. Like, you know, before they...
Oh, those still happen.
Do
They
they
just don't play them.
Oh, I was just curious. It's like, to this day, when you tell me about something in the tower, I always like say, I would love to play a game that was like when the Avengers fought all the Ultrons in that one room, but not have it be all quick time events.
I believe that's called Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, and I had Dynasty Warriors Gundam. That was my game right there. I played that.
I think they're coming out with a new one for Berserk. If you've ever read or seen Berserk, any of the Berserk stuff.
Man, I just now found out that I had an anime channel.
You have an anime channel?
Yes. It gives me all the new stuff.
That's cool.
Have you seen anything on it?
I just figured it out. But see, you gotta remember, I gotta find times to watch stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like watching something, and then my kids want to watch Trolls. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, Trolls is nice.
Oh, it is actually. You know what? I would watch Trolls before I watch Minions.
I don't know, man. Minions.
Nah, man, the Minions, man.
Well, to be completely honest, I think Despicable Me should have ended after the first one.
But they got a new one coming out. With a Michael Jackson style villain.
Oh man, I'm on.
Oh, I did see that.
Did you see
I
it?
saw the trailer for that. That was so stupid.
And I watched Sing. That was new.
I want to see that.
Man, y'all got to see that. If y'all want to see a good movie, that's just a good movie.
For real?
Yes.
Is it kind of like what was that one with the animals?
The hit Secret Lives of Pets.
No, the other one. Anthropomorphic animals with the bunny rabbit and the fox.
Oh, Zootopia.
Yeah, that one.
Now, see, it's a whole different thing. Like Zootopia was all about racism.
Yeah, but no, it was still good though. Like, the movie was good.
Yeah, the movie's good. That's what I'm saying. These are good movies. They're just completely different types of good movies.
In case anybody was listening and wondering what all of the noise around us is, we're
Can
definitely
they hear that, by
in
the way? Is it
the
picking up?
I mean, I can hear it, but
Yeah,
I did
we're inside of a
check,
comic
so
shop.
Hopefully, I'll be able to
Atlantis Comics, where
check it out.
all the stuff is just awesome.
They don't need to know.
No, we should definitely give a shout out to Atlantis Comics. You know,
They
come back here.
Atlantis Comics, where a kid can have his innocence shattered. You know what I'm saying?
Where did that come from?
Well, you gotta think about, man. You can't just come in Atlantis Comics. You can't just bring your kids to Atlantis Comics. It's not a family-friendly place. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, that's true. It's never been a family.
I mean, think about all the stuff we did to Sammy.
Oh man, we used to like.
We gotta stop using his real name.
What do we call him? Samuel.
Sure.
He's probably got like one of those.
That's so.
I know. It's like the reverse vision board. You know what I'm saying? Like.
We used to put them in the trash can. What? I remember we used to like do wrestling moves on them.
Yeah. I feel bad for that other fella who will not be named that we used to do wrestling moves and stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
He came to Atlantis and, well,
He didn't leave.
now he's on death row. Like,
Yeah.
Came in, didn't.
Dre thinks I'm joking. Look at his face.
No, it's for real.
It's true.
No, I know that you're probably really serious about that. It's just,
It's really sad.
It's sad that he's on death row.
Yeah.
He was a good kid. He was.
Yeah. Well,
Apparently.
peer pressure.
then he
Yep.
came to Atlantis and now he's on death row.
Yep. Peer pressure.
Why?
See, man.
I had to get that studio done, man.
You just had, you know what? It
That
just
last
tells
piece of Exodia, man.
It's what it is. It's like you come in to Atlantis and you play Yu-Gi-Oh! And then the game never really ends for you because you always got to do something a little bit more.
It gives you a card, so I think it's
Pretty much.
Gotta
Come on
learn
with an
that.
album called it Trapped in the Shadow Zone.
not exactly what it just boils down to which one is
That was just all kinds of terrible. That was just all kinds of terrible.
Hurts.
The only bit of new news that I have is the stuff that I
New
guess
news?
everybody
New
new
news.
news.
Sir, you're fake news. You're fake news.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, if it's fake, whatever. But the point is LucasArts has finally come out and said they will not. Now you have to remember, LucasArts doesn't comment on fan speculation whatsoever or rumors. Like they keep quiet about it until you see the movie. They're one of the people with fewest spoiler alerts.
Fewest leaks.
Fewest leaks. And they've come out and said we will not be using any more CGI Princess Leia out of respect for Carrie Fisher. But they are in talks with the estate to figure out
why
future
I say this, because it affects your
the
life.
future of the character of Princess Leia and how to respect Carrie Fisher at the same time was still going on with the story.
But anybody else that passed away, they don't really give a damn about.
Oh no, Disney already owns their souls. It's done. They when they signed the contract, they got their likeness, their voice.
Like Grand Moff Tarkin, the guy that's playing Grand Moff Tarkin.
Bobby, look at this.
He's a one-shot off villain that, he was in the one movie.
Yeah,
One shot villain. They have an entire doctrine based off of Tarkin alone.
But I heard they haven't even retributed, paid his family for that.
It's not mine.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that. It may be your likeness, but they own the character.
Right.
So, if you aren't in the movie,
Only one that's not
yourself, I don't, but they still own the character.
I got somebody else.
I don't know how that works.
Well, that means that there would have had to been a clause in the contract that says that even if they used your likeness in a production, that they would still have to pay you royalties for use of that
you have to
likeness.
have a perpetuity contract.
I'm sure. I don't know.
And I'm pretty
that you have to realize that movie was made in the 70s.
Yeah, they probably didn't
any
anticipate
contract that they had back then is well and done gone.
Yeah, but see, with Carrie Fisher, more than likely she signed a contract for 3 movies.
For 3
so
movies.
if they use her in any of those 3 movies, they had to pay her.
Yeah, and that's why they're saying now that we're not going to be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is one part of
respect.
is respect, and the other part is probably so they don't have to pay her.
Yeah.
I never really look at businesses as being ever just altruistic or anyway.
Because they're about money.
Right.
They're about money.
You gotta look at Fast and Furious. It's like the ink didn't even the first rail didn't even go through on Fast and Furious 7 for Vin Diesel's on Twitter oh yeah, we're gonna have Fast and Furious 8 in a year and a half. So balls.
Hey, you know what? That man needs world travel money. All right. It takes a lot of money to make XXX, and I'm pretty sure he had to partially self-fund that movie.
Don't hate on your boy on XXX, man.
Look,
they brought
he had
Ice
to
Cube back.
self-fund that movie.
They brought Ice Cube back for this.
That blew my mind.
Did you see the trailer?
Ice Cube's back?
Yes,
he is back in there.
Yeah, there's actually a line in it where he says, "We XXX take care of our
Yeah,
own."
I
I'm
got
like,
it.
all right.
I'm telling you, that was the joke, right?
We were all
I'm
just
not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie
For a
though.
second, I didn't even know if I actually saw that because I've only seen that trailer once and I haven't been able to see it since.
Oh man, YouTube it. Yeah, YouTube it.
Yeah, so he was actually in it. I'm not just crazy.
Nope, you're not just crazy. Well, at least not based on that.
See,
Fair enough.
I've never really liked the second XXX. I thought that was kind of like a cop-out sequel. But,
And when you roll cast, you may have.
if they're bringing it back for a third one, and, XXX isn't XXX without Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
That's kind of how Fast and Furious is. Fast and Furious without Vin Diesel.
Well, if they do another Kingsman, I still think Samuel L. Jackson should have some sort of recurring role in it.
But that would be so
dumb.
I wouldn't be bothered by that.
I'd be bothered by
It would
that.
be so dumb.
Because
The movie is stupid anyway. Why can't he just come back?
That would
Colin
be funny.
Firth, nobody ever actually saw Colin Firth die
Yeah.
in Kingsman.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
But I'm just gonna be glad when you know what? I feel like this is gonna have to happen. One day they're gonna have a Fast and Furious in space, on the moon, just driving. Because it's like, Dom, nobody's ever jumped from the moon to Earth.
Watch me. Hold my beer.
It's like,
hold my
it's
Corona,
like,
watch this.
Yeah, oh my God.
He's like,
Wait, did you find? Yeah.
but I got family. It's
He
always
jumps on the mass accelerator and just rides it straight off.
Because it's like Vin Diesel's voice in Fast and Furious is rivaling Rocky. He's like, man, I got family. He's
getting there.
He's like a mumbler now.
He's getting there.
It's like this man got Riddick. Now XXX is back on the map. And it's one thing when he was this cool 20-year-old in XXX, but you 40.
Hey.
Hey.
Leave that alone.
The pacifier?
Leave that alone. I like Pathfinder. Leave me alone.
No, I said the pacifier.
Oh, yeah, I like that movie too.
Red Baby.
Yeah.
You can't really get on him for still doing action movies.
I don't. Because there's no action. There's nobody new doing action movies anymore.
Keanu, but then again, it's like when you have the likes of Keanu Reeves. If Jamie Foxx is getting into action movies now, so
Taken. Really? Really? We gonna go there? We gonna talk about black taking?
Really? Because that's all it is.
That's all it is. Black taking.
I mean, mind you,
Even the premise doesn't make a lot of sense to me either. It's like, in this day and age, who is going to kidnap a random cop's kid? Like, why would you just... It's a cop. You could just go and shoot the cop. It'd be simpler.
Terrorists don't take black hostages. Not anybody listen to Dave Chappelle.
No, they don't.
I have never seen a black kid with a little sign holding a newspaper with the date on it. Okay, I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's not a thing.
It doesn't happen.
But see, that's why it's a movie, because it's not a thing.
Yeah.
It is a movie now.
Like, they don't even steal black kids in Africa.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a movie now.
They do if you're albino. I found that out. Apparently, if you're an albino black kid in a lot of more rural areas, you're considered magical, and they will kidnap your albino kid and butcher him because they can sell the components.
Hey, like a unicorn or something?
Essentially. So, because it was in the BBC, actually. I was reading BBC one day. This guy's got like 7 albino kids, and he's got to stay home because random strangers will come by, see that he has albino kids, and try to kidnap them because they can make crazy bank killing an albino kid and selling the parts for cash.
Sounds ridiculous.
Yo. I'd be like, we're moving, bro. We're moving.
They don't do that with the albinos in Japan?
Why would the Japan people do that?
They have albino people.
I mean, they're weird, but I mean, damn.
I'm just saying, there's albino people in Japan too.
Come on, Wes. Don't be
I'm just saying, how is that racist? I've seen albino. It's a thing.
It is a thing.
It is a thing.
You know, I think it's just a difference in the idea of mysticism versus cultures.
I suppose, but it's not racism. You can't just throw, just because we talk about different races doesn't mean that like I'm being racist. I'm just come out like, oh man, here we go.
Sir, you're fake news. Shush.
That's gonna be like the ultimate shush. You're fake news.
You're fake news. Sir.
That's CNN reporter.
Like Trump just started talking about big
on screen. They just blew him up.
If it was me, if I was like the head of CNN, I'd be like, oh no! It's like that episode like in Space Jam when like Dan DeVito's like, do you have crush him? Like it's just like that. It's like all the resources of CNN and Turner and
should be pointed right blowing him up.
It should be just like
when Fox News steps up to your defense, you know you got blew up. Like your pants were straight down. Like just
the bully came up and said,
"Oh man."
Whoop.
They said
the bully.
that
That wasn't the bully issue. That was like you in the yard and somehow you got caught with your hands on the fence. Like it's a wrap. Like you have no help, sir.
They sent Fox's attack dog on him, didn't they? Nancy.
don't even get me started on that woman. I can't stand that woman.
But hey, Wes, what you been into?
We already talked about what I was into.
What were you?
He was talking about the Bloodborne.
Yeah,
that was all him.
Oh, yeah,
Bloodborne, Salt and Sanctuary.
Salt Sanctuary. Living Salt.
You haven't even mentioned the part where you tried out Wasteland and ended up making a full party, healing the opponent party while
Why are you gonna call me out on that, man?
So Wasteland is a tactical RPG, like old school, like on old PC games, right? Where you have a little party of like 6, right? Turn-based combat. Wesley made himself a nice full party.
It was sweet.
Healers, long-range gunmen, some close-range melee brawlers. Somehow managed to get his doctor up to next to one of the opponents trying to actively kill him, and then healed them
All the way back to full health.
mid-fight.
All the way. Mid-fight. Yep. I did that.
Wes. Sir.
That was me.
Weston. Sir Weston. I am gonna have to take your card.
Shut up.
I'm gonna have to take your card now. You are no longer allowed to play video games.
Dude, it was so...
This is not how you win.
It was so upsetting. Like, I was looking at what I had did, and I knew I had screwed up, but I was just trying to save the situation, and it was just terrible.
So when you like have the Kanye West face, how?
Yeah. Yeah, that was exactly what it was. Just...
Well, let's ask our guest what he's been into this lately.
I don't get to do anything. This is like the first time I get out of the house. Like I had a lot of snow and kids out of school and stuff. Like I watched a lot of movies. I watched Fences. Okay, that's what I did. I watched Fences and the Queen of Catway. That's what I did. This like most recently. The Queen of Catway about the little girl from Africa that played chess. That movie was fantastic.
Okay.
It was fantastic.
Oh man!
But the Patriots won yesterday, and that's kind of important.
Yay, Patriots!
Yay.
Isn't that wonderful?
That is wonderful.
Until somebody knocks out the Cowboys, I'm not interested.
It's gonna be Falcons versus Patriots in the Super Bowl. Everybody to watch this and be like the
I
greatest
remember that thing that you were telling me about where they somebody did that audio cut where they tried to make their Patriots sound like the good guys because they were playing all the This was like no, the Patriots are the Empire.
It was like an audio cut when they did
They're the guys
Rogue
showing
One
the Star
commercial.
Destroyers overhead.
Yeah, they did a Rogue One
blow you
commercial.
up.
Did a Rogue One commercial, and they made the rogues like the Patriots. Like they're the underdogs, and it's just like. No,
dude, I heard
Patriots are the Empire.
Somebody did that with
Belichick is the Emperor himself.
Somebody did that with Trump though. They made Trump sound like the Rogues and like Hillary's people sound like the Empire.
What?
I was weak, man. It's online, man.
All right, so
wait, I got one more. I don't want to cut you off. I'm gonna let you finish. I promise you.
Right.
But this is big.
before you finish though,
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
This is the last year that we're ever gonna have a Ringling Brothers and Barnum Miller circus. Did y'all hear about that?
I read about that.
Yes, this is the last year. Like they, Peter finally won. Like I bet you, we will never. That's the worst part. We're gonna never hear the end of this.
All right. See, here's my thing.
The owner of the circus said he was gonna stop it this year.
All right. So here's the thing. A few years ago, I went to Ringling Brothers over there in Norfolk Scope, right down the road from Peter. They did not have a big presence out there, as you would think. Like, Peter was not harassing nobody. They weren't doing nothing. There was like one person with a sign, and that was it.
But that's downtown Norfolk, though. Like,
but I'm saying this is right down the road from Peter's headquarters.
But you say that like in downtown Norfolk, like they ain't walk around with like big things of lettuce on their bodies and stuff. Talking about some don't eat meat, like on the tide.
I mean, now they don't want a hobo to come up and like just start making sandwiches.
I'm just saying.
But it happened though. They actually walked around with lettuce on themselves and say don't eat meat.
Oh really?
And I'm just like, yeah, that's disgusting. Like,
yeah, it's pretty bad.
That's like making like a breadless fish sandwich. Like that's disgusting.
But all right, so now being right down the road from Peter,
They can't stay open.
the last time I went to the Ringling Brothers Circus, I remember when we were kids, it was this huge deal. Everything. Seats were packed full of people. You had the elephants come out and there was everything. Like the big show. Like this was the greatest show on earth.
Yeah.
I went there a few years ago and I felt like I overpaid for the zoo.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the fanfare, the show just wasn't what it used to be. And it's not just because of the flack that they get. It really is. Nobody's going anymore.
You got a 150-year-old institution that hasn't really changed that much since its conception.
Yeah,
of course they're not gonna really.
But even if it's 150 years, like you still got
Inception. You meant Inception.
But I mean, still like. You may not be doing anything, but I remember going and you had like the big guy, like the death cage where he like set the cage on fire and he's running around in there with a motorbike. That was awesome. And you get any 9-year-old kid today, they're gonna go, "That's awesome." Mm-hmm. But the thing is,
after a while, you stop having people that can do that.
You have to stop having people. Like, nobody's doing it anymore. Yeah. Nobody's doing these stunts anymore.
The biggest competitor that an institution have is time. And over time, anything is. It's like we go to medieval times, right?
Oh, I love it.
At the end of the day, at some point, there's going to come a time where there's nobody left to ride that horse. Or there's nobody, where they got to go find somebody new to come ride those horses and to do those stunts and to actually do them well.
Yeah.
But see, now you're going to go into the argument of adaptation to the times. I mean, if you're talking about an institution that is primarily meant to show people live events and things that just normally don't occur in their area, then once people start losing interest in actually working for that institution, you have to find out, like, okay, what can I change to make the game work, not just for the audience member, but for the people I'm trying to get on board as well. And that honestly comes with a change in how things are presented. Like you have to basically, what I'm saying is you have to upgrade your whole system.
Yeah, but there's a hard
show.
limit there because, I mean, what counts as spectacle now is so much more extreme than it was 50, 25 years ago.
Let's think about it this way. Same thing. Death cage, motorbike, on fire. Whoa.
That's only good like once or twice.
That's only good like once or twice, and then everybody's put it up on YouTube, and you can see it whenever you want.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then you've got people doing it on like little mini bikes in their own like backyard with like a little mini bike.
Like you can find more amazing things on YouTube in one day, just going to the strange top parts of YouTube, than you would ever get from spending $10 to go to a circus.
It's not even $10.
Yeah,
It's like $30 a ticket.
people now try to be so sensational or try to be so extravagant. Or try to they're doing it for the camera instead of letting stuff happen. Like you know how they used to say truth is stranger than fiction. It's like this is a new type of truth.
Yeah.
For people.
And my biggest thing is like, I mean, you got first off, you got the pressure of your audience base of what people you want to come to put the animals away.
Right.
Okay, when you go to a circus, what do you expect to see?
Well, I mean, I
You
can
expect to see
counter
some
I can
elephants.
counter that with Cirque du Soleil. They're still doing really well.
They don't have animals.
But that's a completely different thing.
It's still a circus though.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of circus. Like when you go to the circus, when you go to Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, the greatest show on earth. What do you expect to see? You expect to see a horse and pony show. You expect to see an elephant show. When you go to a traditional circus, you expect to see lions, you expect to see tigers, you expect to see horses, you expect to see clowns, you expect to see elephants.
But now clowns scare people.
But now too many people are afraid of clowns. So why would you have clowns? Well, there goes one act. Now you've got people saying, animals. Boom, there goes 3 of your acts. Now what do you got? You've got the one guy that does a death bike circle, and maybe a trapeze guy.
But you don't agree that a change in the show itself is due? I mean, because if you're offending people with the animals, and you're also getting slack for the just the people not actually being interested in the motorbike guy, or people not showing up to do the jobs for those things, you're saying that you won't be able to change how your show is formatted?
I think there's an aspect of that with anything though, because if you've had something that's gone on for a certain way for a long time, it becomes much harder to change after a while because people have a sense of expectation. It's like WCW wrestling was really good, but we actually watched Sting and Ric Flair wrestle each other for 15 years doing the same exact match because at some point in time people begin to expect that match.
So what do you do? When you at that point it becomes all right, well, we're kind of too late to adapt. So at this point let's just end it on a good note.
Let's try to go retro.
Let's try to go retro.
We're trying to get that retro appeal, which is what it had for the last 20 years because people did go see it. People did turn out to go see it. Mm-hmm. But it just became a situation where it's not so much that the acts couldn't adapt. The culture changed as a whole. And so, all of a sudden people became more concerned with animal rights. And it was like, when you went to the circus as a 9-year-old, you didn't think about, you just thought, oh, those animals are going to such a happy place. It's a circus. And then people start saying, oh, they're mistreating animals. Or, you find
not even saying, you can go online and look up on YouTube.
Right, but that's a big part of it
people beating animals in the circus.
But that's a big difference that we didn't have online then. Yeah. So that was, we didn't know about, we thought Shamu was the happiest whale ever.
And then,
turns out that orcas in captivity have shorter lifespans than orcas in the wild because apparently captivity kills them.
And Shamu was a dick.
Well, Shamu was a dick because his trainers were dicks.
Yeah. All right. See, you see what I'm saying? It becomes, like you said, it's become to a point where the society has changed so much where we can't adapt the show.
Except it's not at the beginning of, at the end
I mean,
of the combat.
yeah, we could turn Ringling Brothers and Martin and Bailey into Cirque du Soleil, but we already have Cirque du Soleil. Mm-hmm. Why would I pay the same price to go see somebody else do what Cirque du Soleil has been doing?
Because they can do it with a flaming motorbike.
If I want to do that, I'll go watch the redneck down the street do it.
There! Right there, you just said it.
Yep.
You just said it right there.
It used to be a point where the redneck down the street did it, and the people who saw him do it. Now somebody breaks out a camera phone or breaks out a video camera,
shouts World Star.
All of us. It shouts World Star, and everybody sees it. But I got to step away, you guys. You guys have a good time. I enjoyed this. It's always a pleasure.
Go ahead, plug yourself.
Plug yourself.
Plug yourself.
Advertise.
Yeah, definitely. You guys check us out. We're on Instagram under Styles of Professor, Facebook at The Four Horsemen of Better Future, and YouTube under Better Future. So, yeah, it'll be at Better Future Family on that good Facebook. So, enjoy. Thank you guys for having me. And I'll see you guys next time.
All right. Peace. All right. See you later.
All right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
All right. Keep going.
All right.
So. Okay.
So, circuses, that was the thing.
Yes.
So that was the thing.
So, any TV shows that anybody been watching lately?
To be honest, like it's just now starting to pop back in because we had the Christmas break, so all the shows are starting to come back on. So there really hasn't been anything new. I mean, there has, but without giving people spoilers. I don't want to say too much because even I haven't seen a whole lot of stuff because I've been kind of lazy and not watching TV.
I know I stopped watching Dragon Ball Super. I may start it back up. I don't know yet.
Dragon Ball Super, even I've missed a couple episodes because I'm one of those people that refuses to pay for Crunchyroll.
It's not even like
it's on YouTube.
No.
That's the thing, though.
But
like,
I will get on my YouTube page. It'll just get oh hey, by the way, here's episode 65, Dragon Ball in English.
The thing is, it's usually like the episode they show it. They bring it out as soon as it comes out.
Yeah, it's out
Saturday
for 24
night.
hours and then it's gone.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then it's gone. So if you don't get it within that little bit, you're done. So I've missed about 3 episodes of filler. Like the last thing I saw before the episode that I saw last night was
what?
Goku when he hired Hit to kill himself.
Yeah, and I'm just like that was the most.
And I was like, all right, that's some Inception looking bullshit. I didn't actually think Goku was that smart. And then
I think he was just that bored.
And
he had to get. He knew that basically he could train against Vegeta, and that would be over and over him back and forth, and it just.
Well, that's more of a sandbag at this point. He's just sandbagging it.
Yeah,
it just be repetitive. So, but why not get a person that you're probably end up going to be fighting, and they're going to go all out in order to kill you.
Exactly.
But the fact that he wasn't so confident to think that Hit couldn't do it, so he fired that that resurrection bolt.
Yeah.
That was clever.
Yeah.
All right. So the other thing is then the last episode I watched was a Gohan filler, which was actually pretty entertaining in itself because we haven't really had any oh my God, Gohan, oh what happened?
Gohan, why you so lame?
But I mean, at least now, it's lame, but it was actually still pretty entertaining.
Not as entertaining as that Broly abridged movie, though. Oh my God, that was fucking. I was dying. I was dying super hard.
I went back and I looked at Super Android 13, and I looked at that one, and I'm just like, they're progressively getting better with every single movie.
Yeah,
the movies.
How do you? I really want to know how the heck they do it. How the heck?
It takes a lot of time.
But considering the movies come out, the last movie, remember, it came out summer.
Yeah.
And then this one came out December. So they've got a 6-month span in between making their regular episodes.
But see, that's the thing, though. It's I understand, these guys work hard. The guys at TFS, Team 4-Star, work hard, and I really do appreciate it. And, just a shout out to them, if anybody's even listening. I'm a big fan of Team 4-Star, and I will never, ever complain about something being late. Because I understand that if something's late, that means they're working on to keep it better.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm totally with you on that. I just watched one of the how they do it videos, and I'm just like, whoa. The amount of just the animation alone seems like it takes months because they have to cut and re-edit almost everything they do, and then on top of that to have a top-notch script. That's just the first half of the Broly movie was snarky, and then the last one was just laughs a minute because there were just jokes everywhere, and they just.
Oh my God, he's developed an only saying Kakarot.
Kakarot. Now I know this is only a chamber for one. Kakarot. Squish.
See, would have made that even funny if it had done the squeak when he squished it, Goku squeak, just to make it sound like all Saiyans do that when they get squished.
That wasn't even the funniest sound effect in the movie. The funniest sound effect is when Piccolo and Goku were charging towards his brother, and it was like.
They get exiled at the beginning of next week.
I was so weak. Balls. I was tripping balls for that.
I'm not gonna lie. Most of the time that I watch these things is when I'm in the restroom. So I just want you to imagine being in the restroom and seeing You're literally laughing so hard that the crap is coming out the back. You're crapping yourself.
Ridiculous.
Like, you're laughing so hard that you're pissing yourself.
You realize what this means?
That's too powerful. That's too powerful.
Commander, we can all just go. "All
But
right,
between
now
that
we'll
and I think Hellsing 7, which they released a little while ago,
Oh yeah.
that was also really good.
Yeah.
And it's just like, soon, I'm not saying immediately, but soon, they're just about at enough experience that they could just evolve into an actual, just fully fledged studio once they find something that they want to do on their own.
Okay.
If they wanted to do their own like animation or whatever, I'm sure they could make their own animation show.
Yeah, they just need an artist because they already have a good animator and editor. So,
Yeah, they're really good, and I would like them to get some of their own stuff too. But at the same time, they've got so much on their plate as it is. Like, they do Let's Plays on their gaming channel. They we do.
But the thing is, they're going to if they
their
get to that point,
their talent is international.
yeah. But if they get to that point of actually making their own series, then this will be pretty much like another Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
It's like Rooster Teeth. Remember, they started off with Red versus Blue, just using clips from Halo,
Yeah.
and then they developed into making their own anime.
Yeah.
yeah, but that's because Bonnie Ohm was a freaking animation genius.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, don't get me wrong. They just need an animator. That's like a genius. Just like Rooster Teeth. And they have it.
They already have an animator because, like I said, they have to re-edit almost everything they do.
But I'm just saying, like an actual animator.
Well, if they
Like, to
if they
make
come
something.
if they come up with a good story and a good animation team, then they could make their own thing.
Yeah, like they could be the next Rooster Teeth if they keep going with it.
Oh, yeah, new Bravest Warriors came out. Season 3, Episode 1.
I have not seen it.
Apparently that's the only one they're sticking on YouTube because YouTube doesn't pay them enough to host the entire thing on YouTube.
That makes me a little sad.
It's been an acknowledged problem for a while that YouTube does not give animators their worth because they're more about duration than quality work.
Well, it's not even that. Like, you have to realize there's a lot of the YouTube stuff now. Like, everybody's having problems with YouTube, not just the animated people. Like, they've changed their algorithm or something to where like you actually have to like and comment, or they
Not
like,
even.
You will never
It's
even
not
see
even.
It.
It's actually about total length viewed.
Yeah.
And so that's the reason why, like for a lot of the Let's Players, they used to do like 30-minute things. They'll just take their entire session and throw it up there because it's about how much time you watch, and that determines if they're going to see it again. Because if you can put up a lot of stuff quickly that has a lot of view time. And this is the reason why animators have been getting shafted because they only do like maybe a minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, maybe 10 at most.
But see, that's the thing though. Like, if you can put out,
Only I can have that ability.
this is the thing I'm saying. Like, what's getting hurt is the people that are doing like 5-10 minute episodes or something.
Yeah, they're gonna get smashed.
And even if they're putting out dailies, they're getting smashed because even
The total view time isn't enough to compensate for the fact that they're only watching 5 minutes.
yeah. Like, even if it's a 5-minute thing, but you're watching multiple videos from this person, they're getting screwed unless you're like liking and commenting on it. And it's like, well, how many people have the time to sit down and watch, 3 hours of,
another plane.
Even Wes to sit down and watch Wes play Dark Souls for 3 hours.
I usually put it on and then I'm doing something else in the background. I'm just listening to the commentary.
But see, that's the thing though.
The blank sides are chaos.
That's Twitch, that's Twitch or something.
Well, no, even with YouTube, I know that I have a select group of like people that I watch or whatnot like that, and I will be either like eating or cooking something or cleaning up something, and if I know how their video structure is, and I've got it playing in the background because I go by the sound of it and sound cues.
Yeah.
If it's something that I know is going to be like visual, like a 5-minute short skit or something like that, then that's when I actually sit down and I watch it.
Yeah. See, I'm one of like a lot of those things that I watch are, like I need the visuals to see what I'm watching.
Yeah.
No, for me, like for instance, I listen to podcasts. Like the big one is the Co-optional podcast with Total Biscuit, and that's minimum 3 hours.
Yeah,
and I don't have to watch it.
You don't have to watch it because you're conversating like we are.
Yeah.
I used to watch podcasts a lot, but I don't know. The podcast that I used to listen to, I stopped listening to because it seemed a little biased, and I was just like, okay, you're essentially getting rid of essentially the people that were like kind of to split you guys. You're not that way anymore. Like those people are gone, and you're becoming more biased. And
Turning into an echo chamber.
I have noticed that with a lot of YouTube too. A lot of people are. Now I don't know if it's just the times that are happening, but everybody's echoing everybody else. And then you've got like that one crazy guy in the corner who's just spouting nonsense.
And the problem is that the one guy in the corner is spouting nonsense, and it starts getting echoed.
And it starts getting echoed.
And signal boosted, and it's just like, what is this? What is even going on?
Like, all right, so like you were asking the other day about our personal interest. One of the personal interests that I have is firearms.
So if you roll chaos again, which is
and one of like I go on YouTube a lot because I'm getting to that point where I can start getting back into it again because I'm getting a regular source of income. And so I don't just go to the gun store and go, I want that one because it's pretty. No. I go online and I research what one I want. Is this the right one for me? Blah, 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 blah. And a lot of that,
He was trying to leave before we came.
There's only 5 or 6 guys that actually do it professionally on YouTube and actually can give you a non-biased opinion. But then you've got like umpteenth million other ones that are like,
I've got a gun. I can shoot it while recording stuff.
Exactly. And it's like, I think I can make some money off of this. No, it's not how it works. But so because this guy did it, this guy over here runs out and gets the same one and does the same exact thing and tells you the same exact information, and it's not even informative at all.
I can't put anything in for my handguns in the field.
So it's the same way with like video games. Sometimes I'll get stuck in a video game, like trying to do something. Say for instance, Destiny. I'll get a exotic weapons quest. And I get stuck. Okay, I'm not exactly sure how to progress this quest. So I go online and look it up. Then you've got 6 guys telling you how to do it that doesn't even work.
Beacon of Unrest.
That's the reason why I stopped raiding.
And then they're just showing you gameplay footage of them using it in Crucible. And they're just talking about how to get it, but they're not. And you've got like one guy who's actually showing you step by step by step by step how to get it.
I want to play protection from artifact. It'd be funny.
But all these other guys over here are like just echoing each other.
I was going to build a deck.
And that's one of the main reasons why I'm just like, whatever. And especially a lot of the guys that I'm used to watching, it's starting to bleed over into them. So like a lot of the guys that I used to watch, I'm finding myself unsubscribing because they're so hurting for views. They're echoing what other people are doing just so that they can get the runtime of views.
This taps for 3 mana.
I can kind of see that.
Let's have that.
And then several of them have just gone complete 180s.
Tap that.
And I hate reply videos. Like people replying.
Wait, those
other
still
people's...
exist?
Yeah, they still exist. It's like I have to hear people doing reply videos of some people's opinion on something, and it's just like, okay, they did their opinion, and you're going to do a reply on it. You're basically just doing that just for the views. It's like you're not doing it.
That could have been a comment in this comment section down below.
Yeah, it's like that could have been a comment that you put up there. I mean, heck, it's a chance for it to be deleted by the actual poster of it or whatever. But if they're actually an intelligent person and they want to make a, argument and actually have a factual debate about this.
This is the era of Trump. You think intelligent, articulate arguments are something that people...
Hey. You're a fake news source.
But no, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just goes back and forth, and it's just like you're doing a reply, and then you're going to do another reply video for their reply, and it's just like what
steps.
Yeah, what is this going to make? It's not going to be anything going with this or whatever. And it's like you're making the reply video because you have a select audience that's going to more than likely agree with what you say. So they're going to be like, oh yeah, I don't like that or whatever. And then it's going to be like, okay, the reply will be like, yeah, I don't like them for saying that they like that or whatever like that. And then both audiences go against each other. And you got some people that actually watch both YouTubers, and it's just like, dudes, why can't y'all just talk this out instead of bringing your fans into this?
Yeah, another thing that's really getting me is a lot of the guys that I watch, I'm not going to say any names, but a lot of them are like mod reviews for like, Skyrim, Fallout, because I'm really interested in what's coming out next, and a lot of guys are like either not formatting the videos to let us know what's what. Like, hey, this is only going to be for computer and Xbox, PlayStation, or this is only, for everybody, or they're just saying, you know what, we're not going to do this show anymore because we're not getting enough views, and we're going to go back to this one. We're going to go back to the original because people are still playing that one. And it's like, wow, you didn't even try to transfer over. You got mad because you didn't get a free copy of the game.
Yeah. Cough, MXR, cough.
Cough, MXR. Like, you got mad that you didn't get a free copy of the game, so you're going to go back to the original Skyrim because you feel that more people are playing that.
Yeah.
I can't even talk because I'm.
Oh, and let's not talk about the fact that his girlfriend gets more views than he does.
Take damage, please, sir.
Here we go.
Oh,
so I'm just saying, like, it's that sort of stuff that's making me like not want to watch YouTube anymore, and go back to just going down my list and deleting half of them.
yeah.
Just because I'm not getting half the people I want to watch like the stuff that I want to watch anymore.
Well, a lot of
Because
people
all
stop
the
putting
others-
out stuff too.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that I used to watch.
I mean, a lot of the stuff I catch up with my comic books, or the stuff that like I'm like, all right, I'll get a synopsis of the, say, Civil War event from this guy, and that'll make me want to go actually find the comic books and read them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm missing some of the big stuff from them because of a video I watched 6 months ago from MXR is popping up, or you know what I'm saying, or Juicehead, or Rick Cactus.
Are you just sticking with your recommendeds? Because I normally go to my subscriptions. Like, I always switch over to that third tab.
I look in both, and it'll be the same thing.
I may, if it's like on my phone and I see something that pops up and recommended that is like actual that I look interested, and I'll just go like, okay, that kind of looks interesting. I'll check it out. But if it's most of the time I do go to my subscriptions, but like. I
don't know how you guys work
a couple
on
of
yours,
people,
but I have iPhone, so it's a little bit different.
No, it's the same thing. It's the same way.
Like, as I pop it up
that's the
here,
same way.
and like this one was 9 hours ago, and this is just in my home page,
Yes.
right? So I've got that one. I actually watched this guy. I've never watched this person in my life, but okay, whatever. That looks somewhat cool, so I'll watch it.
Yeah, that's the same way
But you see here, and then I go here to my actual subscriptions. I haven't watched this guy in over a year.
Yeah.
I've never liked machinima. Like, I've never liked machinima in my life, but yet it's always there. I've never subscribed to them. Comics Explained, I watched them. CFS Gaming, obviously. Like ours, I never get ours when we post a video on there. Even
You
though
gotta hit the bell.
I have hit the bell.
You hit the bell?
I have the bell hit on our page. I've subscribed to our page, but yet I never get our stuff on YouTube.
What about right there? That's us.
That's the first one in 6 months.
Hey Wesley, your stream is up on there.
Yours is the first video from our page that I've seen in 6 months on my personal YouTube page.
I feel proud of myself.
Don't feel proud of yourself because I never get to see them. So, I have no idea when you guys have put out stuff so I can collaborate it on the next podcast. Or so I make sure that I don't put out duplicate content.
Well,
it's not
because
just.
you should have his stream from yesterday too.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
No, that's the stream from today.
That's the stream to today.
Yeah.
And I keep going.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
See, right there.
All right, see, there's that one from yesterday.
And then you should have
I have one of my guys up there.
You should have when I posted the Let's Play, the Sun Let's Play. Just look for something orange.
I told you about that site.
It's like I posted a day or two ago.
Putting in work.
I told you that site puts in work. Yo, if you get
I
a
do have a lot of
magic
stuff on here,
stone,
so, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Where
now I'm
that?
getting, okay, see, that's the thing. I'm getting stuff. Like, I wish they'd change it up a little bit, so like if it's watched, it'll go away. But
No, usually when it's watched, it'll be it'll be
kinda
like faded out
It'd be
and
faded
say
out.
watched.
But see, that's the thing.
like almost evenly.
I saw
It's the
that
reason
3
why
days
it's
ago and
easier
watched
to
it.
paladin.
That was
Than it
not
is
on
to
there
make a
3
magic
days
knight
ago.
because you have to split.
I posted it 3 days ago.
I understand that, but like,
And
a lot of times if it's something that I
you like
haven't
that, you
watched
have
in a
to
while, like a
really
group,
focus
it'll be
on
all the way down here at the
what
bottom
you're putting in because
of the
like
list.
with my first character,
But yeah, it'll
just
say
grabbed the
9
note and
hours
I moved
ago.
on. So I have
But
my
stuff
notes
that's
all
up
over
here
the
9
place.
hours ago.
But then I ran into a late game
I have
where
no
I'm
idea,
stuck
man.
wearing tier
You know
1
what I'm saying?
armor.
Like, it's just one of those things that's like,
When that comes in the field, imprint happens. And
Not
it's
being
either
able to put
it's
anything
really hard
heavier
for me to
on.
find
But I
watch
can
the
cast
videos
magic
I want to watch,
spells, and I have
or
I
at the
can
same
swing
time
because will
making
is
it hard
tied
for
to
us to put out
your
content.
stamina. So like a person with
So that
high
we can
will
get
can
those
swing a
views so
lot
people will actually come
versus
watch
a
it.
person that just goes super heavy weapons and nothing else can't swing as much, but they get damage. It's a weird balance.
I didn't know
So that's my
that's my
Anybody got anything else?
I was just talking to Wes about his Sultan Sanctuary build.
I'm
told him
actually
about
glad that I went with the cook because it doesn't set you on any of the paths.
Yeah, you can choose whatever you want. It starts you off in the middle, so you get to choose where you want to go.
Yeah, that actually helped out a lot.
That and the scythe puts in work.
And the scythe puts in work.
The scythe puts in a lot of work. Put that range on there,
Oh
that
my
range
goodness.
modifier, just fall from the sky and just hit somebody in the face.
Oh, like you do, like jumping off of buildings,
Yeah.
Batman,
Tap it, gain control of target.
Oh, yeah.
to power
just
rest.
splat right on the ground.
number of creatures.
Trying to go after the Air Jordan ninjas.
Together.
Oh, snap.
Now it's a what? Actually, I'm going to sacrifice the fairy artist.
Anyway, dude,
Yeah, no.
what's been going on with you that's new?
I have been slowly getting behind on comic hearings and everything. Haven't really caught back up. I've been wanting to see what's up with I do know that coming in comics, they're going to actually do a introduction for the Watchmen into DC Comics, and basically what they're going to do, they're gonna find out like Batman and Flash are going to be investigating the button. Batman and Flash are going to be investigating the Watchmen button that was found in the Batcave, and so it's going to be like tie-ins with Batman and the Flash, and they're both gonna investigate.
It's gotta be an alternate reality. It has to be an alternate reality. It cannot be. You cannot. To me, it's like you cannot have them exist in the same place and time.
Essentially, what
Because the Watchmen themselves are so counter to what Superman himself stands for.
Well, essentially what happened was they're saying that the New 52 universe after Flashpoint was created, they're saying that Dr. Manhattan created that universe, created the New 52 universe.
No, I did not.
So now with Rebirth, because it's not really a reset, they're just bringing back elements that we liked.
Yeah.
Like, so
It's still the New 52 universe in Rebirth, except a couple of characters are gone, and a couple of characters are there.
and a couple characters have been brought back. Like, for instance, New 52 Superman, as far as I know, is dead. And they've brought back Golden Age Superman.
Tezzeret, Master of
Yeah.
Metal.
And he's now the Superman. in
Pretty much the
52.
Superman from all the
From like
Crisis and
Lois
everything
and
like that.
Clark, Superman is now Superman in New 52 universe.
Yeah.
And like, and it's like, wow, now we get to see like the heroes from our age.
He's got the hair for
Some of the heroes from our age.
But it's still like New 52 era universe or whatever like that. But the strange thing is there's also members of the New 52 universe disappearing. Like Doomsday disappeared. They believe he was dead, but he disappeared, and he went to this. I forgot who the guy was. Some guy in like robes or whatever like that. The same thing happened to Tim Drake. They believe Tim Drake got annihilated by a bunch of drones that shot bullets at him or whatever, and just like evaporated his body. Because all that was left of him was his staff and a bit of clothing. So they believe that he's dead, but he was taken by this mysterious presence as well. They don't know who he is. I forgot who they said his name, his code name or whatever. But they're believing. But some people around comics believe it's something to do with Dr.
It's an
Manhattan.
artifact. So
Like Dr. Manhattan is trying to be a collector.
a blue and one.
That is so counter to what Dr. Manhattan set up to do at the end of Watchmen.
There's going to be a reason why he's doing it.
But then again,
He wouldn't
also
just do it just to collect things. He's probably doing it.
Like there needs to be a good reason for Dr. Manhattan to actually start interfering with shit again. Because at the end of Watchmen, he was like, "Yo, I'm done. I'm just gonna go and like poke at a petri dish somewhere."
But then he also said that he might create his own something else.
Yeah,
something
he might.
himself.
He might create something himself, but this isn't creating something. This is appropriating something else.
But if he created the New 52 universe,
Yeah, but if he's using the same people,
But see, that's the thing.
but he created his own universe. Because when you think, because the thing is, the difference between the New 52 universe and the regular, like before New 52, Flashpoint and whatnot, they all had their, like, everybody's a lot different, like a lot edgier, a lot
Yeah.
like.
You have to realize, like, Batman before this isn't the same Batman. You don't understand, like, unless you actually have like gotten into it, like me and you have, you won't notice the subtle differences between the old pre-Flashpoint and New 52. Like Wonder Woman,
Or is it legendary?
No, it's not legendary.
in my opinion, is a little bit more edgier.
And the New 52 Superman was a lot more brash and
Yeah.
seemed more reckless than what he was before. And they're even saying that that may be a reason because they're believing that New 52 Superman and Crisis Superman, like pre-Crisis Superman or whatever, is Superman Red and Blue.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's what the theory is.
Yeah.
They're thinking it as Superman Red and Blue again.
Yeah.
It seemed like you know what that was.
All right, way back in the day,
Let me explain it. Superman Red and Blue, essentially, story short, Superman split up into two different factors. He had Superman Red, which was the strong, strength, brash, kind of like, reckless factor. And he had Superman Blue, which was like more calm, concerning, more thoughtful, or whatnot like that.
but they both have the same power sets. And one was like Blue Lightning, one was like Red Lightning.
Yeah.
I really liked the costume design. I'll show it to you later. It was really awesome, but nobody liked it at the time. So, it really, like, if you don't notice the subtle differences between the pre-Flashpoint and then the New 52, you're not.
I probably won't appreciate it. But to me, see, from what it's sounding like based on your description, it sounds like somebody took the time to paint this really, really nice landscape, and then they took these sticker decals and they just plopped them on that landscape.
Well,
I mean, kinda, and then at the same time, not.
here's the thing. The person who is in charge of all of this has got a good track record of reinventing characters and bringing them back into the universe.
Edgier and darker.
No, not edgier and darker. Just bringing them back. Like, Jeff Johns has... Jeff Johns has been able to bring back Green Lantern from the point of, like... has been able to bring back Green Lantern from the point of almost like just being nothing. He's brought back Flash Barry Allen when Barry Allen first came back after he was dead for like 10 years.
Yeah,
because I remember he had to like pass on the whole Flash thing to Wally West because the Speed Force was.
Like he had died. He was dead for like 10 years, and then Jeff Johns was able to bring him back and actually make him relevant again. Because a lot of comic people were just
about it.
We've got Wally West, and then he also brought back Aquaman.
Yeah,
which
that's
made
a big one because
people
nobody
take
was all
Aquaman
like,
more seriously.
But see, here's the Green Lantern thing, which is what gets me.
I still maintain that Super Friends Aquaman should be the canon Aquaman.
Anyway, I'm gonna ignore what you
see, you understand. Here.
All right, but here's the thing. We all know that Green Lantern. Whenever you talk about Green Lantern, any story about Green Lantern has got to have Hal Jordan in it. In some sort of way, Hal Jordan's going to be in it.
Because the fans will throw a piss fit if they don't.
But at the same time, we now have two different runs of Green Lantern.
I haven't liked John Stewart.
You have Green Lantern and the Lantern Corps, which is all about Hal Jordan. And then you have Green Lantern, which is all about the Green Lanterns of Earth, which are Simon Baz and I forget her, Jessica Cruz. Two Green Lanterns that have to share the same power source.
Wait, what happened to Jon Stewart then? Because I like Jon Stewart.
Okay, see,
Jon Stewart's still around.
He's still around, but that's what Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, and the Lantern Corps is.
Yeah,
that's all. That's him putting back together and gaining the galaxy's respect again for the Green Lanterns because they've lost the galaxy has lost all respect for the Green Lanterns.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So he's essentially made himself the bad guy in the eyes of the galaxy to try and repair the relationship between them, between the entire galaxy and the Green Lanterns.
I draw a card.
But something has happened now. Where are the Green Lanterns? The Green Lanterns aren't here anymore. So now the galaxy is being patrolled by the Red Lanterns.
Galaxy will definitely be a safer place as long as you don't piss them off.
So
otherwise, they'll stick their cat on you.
Sure.
And see, that's the thing. Atrocitus isn't the leader of the Red Lanterns.
I didn't think I did.
Guy Gardner is.
Dude, I got nothing.
Yeah. Guy Gardner became a Red Lantern, which kind of fits him because he's a dick. So
I mean, if you get into these,
by that standard, I should be a Red Lantern.
I mean,
by that we should all be Red Lanterns. I mean, for real.
I'll be a Blue Lantern.
I'm a Blue Lantern.
Bro, you were definitely a Red Lantern.
Hope, man.
Bro, you were a Red Lantern.
I don't got no rage. I don't have rage in me like that.
Bro.
I've got more hope than anything.
That's the reason that I'm still here, and that's where I'm hanging from a distance.
Yeah. But speaking on that, they actually getting into like movie news or whatnot. They actually had a couple of meetings this past week at Warner Brothers. Like The Rock had a meeting with the DC execs, him and his producer that works with him with like a lot of his movies and everything. Mm-hmm. And the Shazam movie is still on.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Like the Shazam movie's still on. They talk with producers. They're gonna talk with getting the script written up for it.
Because that needs to happen. Because no offense, I like DC, but your movies are shit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Green Lantern animated suit. Don't make the suit animated. That is or green.
Or animated.
Either way, it doesn't matter. No, here is the thing that we have learned from DC.
But
no bad nipples, no animated suits.
Such a beautiful Dwayne.
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping that this is going to be a good one.
Well, I mean, it's got Dwayne. If anything, he's gonna ham it up on the screen.
Dwayne brings franchises back, so
but see, that's the thing. He's not going to be Shazam.
No, he's going to be.
He's going to be Black Adam.
He's going to be Black Adam,
and that's perfect.
And I'm okay with that. But see, here's the thing: if you want me to root for the good guy, Shazam, who are you going to get to play Shazam that's going to be just as equal?
Dude, just admit it. The bad guy is what drives a movie.
Well, they're not John Cena. Did you just say John Cena's going to play Shazam?
Yes.
That would be hilarious. But no.
No.
He's too short.
You know how many memes would be generated if that actually happened?
Stone Cold Steve Austin is now playing Shazam. What?
They just need to get somebody really good for that role.
I already called it, man.
No.
John Cena.
It's like Michael Cera from Naruto. It's like Michael Cera
I would watch that. That's such an abomination. I would actually pay money to watch that.
No.
Yes.
But no, I want them. But my original thing, talking about the Green Lanterns or whatever, they're progressing along the Green Lantern Corps movie.
Yeah.
Which is going to be essentially.
Wait, they didn't learn?
Well, this one. Essentially, what this one is, it's going to be somewhat in the same timeline as the Green Lantern movie that happened before, because it's going to be Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, and it's going to be kind of like a buddy cop.
You're forcing me to drink, David.
It's going to be Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart.
You know who I think and it's going to be play the new Hal Jordan?
Huh?
Nathan Fillion.
No. They're not gonna do that.
I'm just saying.
Because he's more for Booster Gold. He'd be better Booster Gold.
Yes.
I mean, he's played, but he's already played Hal Jordan before.
Yeah, I mean,
So he's already. I mean, he's
voiced him before, but he'd be a better Booster Gold. And if you think different, then you're wrong.
I mean, yeah, I can see both. And now that I say it, now I'm like, yeah, Booster Gold.
But let me finish my statement. Let me finish my statement real quick.
Now you gotta make a Booster Gold movie.
They said they're gonna continue on with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, and it's gonna be like a buddy cop movie.
I already don't like Green Lanterns because they're so boring with their freaking their powers anyway.
Yeah, it's basically Hal Jordan's gonna be that he's gonna be the only thing I think is right along, and then Hal Jordan's gonna be that test air pilot.
I mean, it could be Rush Hour.
It could be Rush Hour. Well, they were thinking more of a like Lethal Weapon.
I mean, have you guys ever seen Have you guys ever seen the original Jon Stewart Hal Jordan interactions when they brought Jon Stewart in? Mm-hmm. It was a buddy cop.
Yeah, pretty much. Because they had two different branches of the military. One was a Air Force test pilot. The other one was a Marine,
he was literally a grunt.
Marine sniper
from Vietnam. So
yeah. So they had two totally different points of view or whatever.
And you have to remember, they also brought Jon Stewart in during a lot of the whole racial movements in the 60s and 70s.
411.
Why do I hear
Okay.
tank?
I block one of them and I take 3.
Okay, I hear Cowboy Bebop.
So you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I take 6.
It'll be interesting on how they bring that interaction to life.
Take 6.
Yeah.
With Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, because Hal was like, yo, this is not how we work, And
one's loose.
John would be like, no, this is how we're gonna work because this is how I've been treated, blah 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 blah, and this is not how this is going to work. This is wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like.
One's about following the rules, one's about bending the rules
slightly to get the job done.
That's it. When you planeswalk away from Horizontal, each player returns
I can't hear you.
Reserve graveyard onto the battlefield.
I said Luther. But
No, like my big thing about the Lanterns is that they're boys so bloody boring with their powers.
I mean, yeah.
It's like you have a ring that can make anything you can imagine. I'm just gonna think of an F-16.
Well,
that's the thing,
that's why they said that Kyle Rayner is probably the greatest Green Lantern because he's an artist. He didn't come from a military background. It's like you had Hal Jordan Air Force, you had Jon Stewart Marines, you had Guy Gardner Police, and then you had Kyle Rayner as an artist. Some of the things that he did and created or whatever were probably some of the most creative things that anyone's done in Atlantic Corps. And that's why he's considered one of the greatest Green Lanterns.
I'm not going to let you do that. You made the mistake.
Because his creativity just went
and I'm going to
to take your fairy artist.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you literally have. I can make whatever I can think of, and the fact that the only thing I can think of is a pistol and a brick wall means I am boring as fuck.
Hey, at least it's not Simon Baz. Simon Baz doesn't create a gun. He's got a gun.
Yeah. Right,
it's like Simon Baz is like the only Green Lantern that's got a ring in one hand and a Glock in the other.
Alright, so look, I'm not a big fan of him. I've been with him. I've never really been interested in Green Lanterns because they have seemed kind of boring, except Kyle Rayner. I really like Kyle Rayner.
Yeah.
But Simon Baz, if you go and read into it, they're brand new. And I mean brand new, and they don't have anybody teaching them because Hal's out doing his own thing. The Guardians no longer exist, and the Lanterns are nowhere to be seen.
And it's the only thing closest to it, Jessica Cruz was Powering, which was the Earth 3 version of Green Lanterns, but it more so it wasn't based off Will, it was based off what?
Is that the one where they have the giant lantern that they can charge their ring up at every so often? Because I remember the original Green Lantern was an actual fucking lantern, and they had to charge their ring up.
Well,
they still have that.
Well, yeah, regular Green Lanterns they have their power cell battery, which feeds directly from the big lantern.
God, every time.
No, I mean it's actual It was an actual, like, I remember this because the first time I actually ran across this was in the DCUO MMO.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, maybe you remember that? It was like the League. It was like not the league, not like the big League of Justice or whatever. It was like a weird little like side league with all like the D-tier heroes, and then one of them was the actual like freaking lantern, and there was like an old school like freaking like fire lantern there with a green flame. And then I went in there with my superhero, and I think I power slammed him into the ground while I summoned demons and then clawed him to bits.
Yeah, Green Lanterns all have that.
DCUO, fun times.
Yeah, Green Lanterns all have that, and Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz all read from that.
Right?
So,
But see, like, here's the thing, though. Like, nobody's teaching them how to be lanterns. And then Hal Jordan basically said, all right, I'm taking this power battery, and now the both of you have to work off one power battery. Forcing them to work together. So, you have to realize, Jessica Cruz is somebody who's been locked in a closet most of her life. Like, she's very timid, and she's just not getting out there. And Simon Baz is one of those run around beat 'em up guys. Like, yeah, let's go, let's get it done. And their personalities clash. So, like, it's not about the powers with the Green Lanterns; it's about the personalities.
In a world,
in my opinion. So, I mean, just these two personalities are kind of working together, and they, like, even Jessica Cruz isn't. The best she can do is kind of shoot laser bolts from a ring, because she hasn't gained the confidence in herself to make anything.
well, either that or the only thing she's read is romance novels, and I don't think she wants to create a giant, burly, statuesque man with flowing blood.
No, it's not even like that. It's more like I'm scared of the universe kind of thing. When she was stuck in a closet, it's like there's people that are scared of the outside.
She's agoraphobic.
But like I
they
said
gave her a
before,
ring, and she's agoraphobic.
yeah, like I said before, though, she was probably like the perfect person for a power ring, though, because
she gave herself the willpower to leave the apartment. And it wasn't like agoraphobe, like she's just scared of the sunlight. No, she just could not bring herself to go outside and interact because she was so terrified of being. It's not about being outside for her, it's about interacting.
Where my goof up was.
Yeah.
And leaving the safe space. It wasn't about, oh
my
god, I'm outside, oh my god. It's about the interactions that she would have with other people.
I should have done the fabricating
instead of just being outside.
And then used his
ability. She's a perfect candidate for the willpower because she gave herself the willpower to leave.
Though it wouldn't have mattered.
It's just they're working together and they have to bring their abilities out without being trained like how Jordan was. That's why it got so boring.
I just got nothing.
John Stewart, Guy Gardner, and Hal Jordan, because they were trained by other Green Lanterns. These guys aren't being trained.
Well, I mean, even if she's agoraphobic, what is she? What like? A personality is determined in part by the kind of media or the kind of experiences they have. If she's seen things on like a TV or read any sort of book, there should be more to it than just simple laser beams.
See, that's the thing. She's now experiencing things outside of her comfort zone, so she doesn't understand. So she's not able to produce such things.
What I'm getting at is, if you ever read a shonen battle anime, you mean she's never tried to make a Hadouken?
Exactly.
Not in the graveyard, thank you.
Or even like a set of Samus power armor or something. They could
see. That's the thing, though. She doesn't do any of that because she was so scared of interacting with anybody. She didn't have anything.
So she had no console, she had no books, no nothing. She sat in a blank, empty room.
Pretty much.
So
I don't know about
she's
the character,
a
so I'm
nothing
not sure.
character that has nothing going on.
She has her own things going on. Like, she was taken care of by her sister, so her only things basically were the news to find out what she was going on. Somebody brought her food. Somebody brought her, but it wasn't like one of those things that she wasn't completely cut off. Yeah, she may have had some books, but it's the point of having the will. The ring is all about having the willpower to make the item. Does that make sense? Like, when you're just now getting the willpower to be able to leave the building and go off and be a superhero, how are you going to be able to make a construct of a car or an airplane? You can't.
It's about the willpower you have.
It's about the willpower she has and gaining more confidence in herself. And then she starts making things. Like now she can make a shield I mean, it'll break pretty quick. But, you know, it's one of those things where she's learning to use her powers at the same time she's gaining the ability to use them.
Yeah, because it's based off her will, but it's also based off of creativity for that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's one of those things where, yeah, she may be able to think about, hey, I need a sword right now, but she can't make it.
Almost back 3 of these guys.
Alright,
But that's about.
yeah. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. So, if you like this,
It needs to stop.
anyway, so if you like this podcast, give us a like, thumbs up, share,
Subscribe it.
So that we can come and take our souls.
Yes.
Sorry.
Don't forget to bell it.
Yes. This will be uploaded probably on Podomatic and also on YouTube. Check us out at BRC Guys. Check us out on YouTube at BRC Guys. Check us out on our Twitch and Twitter and Facebook page at either Backroom Crew or Backroom Crew 1. I can't remember right now which one has the 1 in them. Huh?
I think, no, Backroom Crew is.
Facebook is Backroom Crew 1, and then Twitter and Twitch is Backroom Crew.
You're doing a podcast, you don't even know where you put the podcast at.
You never know.
Stop.
Yeah, you never know.
I'm always messing it up.
So,
And I never do it anyway because I don't deal with. I'm just the talent.
so yeah, check us out. This has been the Backroom Crew podcast, and we'll see you guys next time. Remember, social class, I believe in, so we're for. Peace.